What is going on, guys? It is your boy Alpha Gaming here, back with yet another YouTube video, guys. And today, this is only going to be my second YouTube video, but yet again, I'm pretty excited to start out on YouTube. And I was thinking, I haven't done a Wizard101 video or anything yet, and this is one of my favorite games. And if you do play this game, you'll probably know that Imperia Part 2 and Test Realm has came out, and I figured why not go ahead and show my storm stats, because he's like my only completed wizard with all his gear, you know, before some kind of new better gear comes out. So this video was made during Imperia Part 2 in Test Realm. Now the reason I started out this video on the home screen is because I just wanted to show off my wizard Stitch. So this is my storm Stitch, probably one of the best that you can get. You could do Cadenstein's robe for the robe, but you know, I don't know, this kind of matches pretty well in my opinion. But I'm gonna start out showing you my gear, and I don't have a deck set up for PvP that I'm gonna be showing off, just gear and my stats. Keep in mind, this is more of a main set, so since I am a storm, I'm going for more crit and damage is one of my more priorities in my main set. But we're starting out with the hat. So for the hat, I used the Mouser's Califlux. Darkmoor gear, by far, for a storm wizard, is probably going to be the absolute best gear you can get. Like, the Cabal hood does give more damage, but it lacks in critical and resist and everything, and this is more of a main set, not just a damage set. So I'm going with the Mouser's Califlux and comparing it to the Gauntlet hat, in other words, Crocopatra hat. You can already see that the Mouser's Califlux is much better. Like, you get more health off the Crocopatra hat, but barely any, not even really noticeable. But then you get 3 more power pip, 3 more pierce, same resist. You get 1 more shadow damage on that hat, but when are you going to be needing shadow damage, really? Same, and then you do get 2 more crit, but that's not even really show a difference. But then you get 2 more damage off the Mouser's hat. So all the stats for a storm are definitely more important. Like, all the stats that the Mouser's Califlux are better at, or all the stats that should be priority to a storm wizard, in my opinion. So that's why I'm wearing the Mouser's Califlux. So I'm moving on to the rope. Yet again, I'm going with Darkmoor. You can use the Bone Smasher rope, but that's really bad. I think you lose like 10 damage or 10 accuracy or something. Like, I know that it's just super bad compared to the Mouser rope. This is so OP because, especially with the 25% storm accuracy, that's just so OG because Storm has low accuracy on their things, and 25 just off the rope is already so OP, and all the other stats on it are fairly good. It's just that accuracy is so OP. Now, the Shadow Trap card is pretty useless, but I mean, I definitely would use the Mouser's Cloak of Flux. Now, for the boots, there are a lot of options, but this is what I'm using. You could be using the House and Stormy Slippers or like Gulcher boots or all that stuff, but I personally am using the Cabalist Chaotic Stompers because they still give resist, they give a good amount of health, good shadow pip, some accuracy, and then they're also good critical boots. So instead of wearing like Malistaire boots from Darkmoor and that just give block and everything, you can replace it with critical and also 32 damage. At first, I was using the Houston boot, so that's legitimately a 9 damage increase. I lost 1 critical, but I got a power pip, and not a power pip. I still got some accuracy. I lost storm resist, but when will you ever be needing that? I got 1 more shadow pip. That's what I meant to say. You do lose 2 resist and 9 shadow pip, or not 9. Wow, now I'm just mixing it up. 9 power pip, but the thing is, yeah, you do lose out on the 9 power pip, but I have jewels and everything to make up for that, so I mean, it does show a difference. But anyways, going into the wand, I'm going with, there's so many different options. Like, for example, right here, I have Headmaster's Sky Staff, which is pretty good on damage, but I mean, you also have the Fortune Teller's Internal Gaze over here, so you can compare these, but you get block off the Fortune Teller's Internal Gaze, more crit, you do lose 8 damage, and you do get get pimp conversion, but the May casts are pretty close compare, you could say, but you get more pierce. It's just a super balanced wand. In my opinion, I would use this. But then we're going into the thing, so there's many different options for this. You can use Blade of the Shadow Palace, but I would probably use that, but I'm just using this because I already have really good sockets for it, and it's overall just super good. I mean, you can take a minute to compare those, but I'm going with Dragon's Talent of Tumult for that. I'm going into the amulet. Now, there is one from Darkmoor. I can't remember the name of it, but it's pretty good. I would probably use that, but you do get the storm blades off these, and I've already socketed good sockets into this, so that's kind of why I'm using Lady of Spider's Lure for more gains. You could use Alpha and Omega, but as I said, I am a storm, so I'm clearly going to go for the critical ring from the secret key room boss in Mirage. There's one for every single school, and they're just super OG, so that's kind of why I'm using it. Moving on. This pet, for some reason, I in general think that proof is a super important talent to have on a pet, because it's 10 resist. It's something that I just feel like I can't pass up on. And I still have triple damage and double crit with proof, and the cards are pretty good against the Storm Blade. It's a really cute appearance for a pet, and you know, in my opinion, it's a pretty damn good pet. But moving on to the next thing, we're going into the mount. I'm wearing the Storm Gulcher. You can get this from the Gulcher Sword Pack, clearly, but the one thing about that is these Gulchers are super hard to get, I will admit. Have to spend a lot of crowns, but in the end, you could say it is worth it. I mean, it is only 3 damage, but I mean, I still really do like this Storm Gulcher, and it looks pretty good whenever you're riding around on it. But moving on to the deck, here we have Rasputin's Hand of Tumult. You can get the Kabbalist deck or the Omen deck. They're both kind of better than this, but I mean, I'm fairly content with this. This is still one of the best decks. There's barely a difference in the stats compare like with the Omen and this and everything, and it's still super OP, and I already have 10 power pips socketed into it. So yeah, that's just my gear. Let's go and take a look at my stats. I have 5,109 health, 140 damage, which I am pretty proud of, 43 universal resist, and 26 on the bottom. You know, and then I have the 32 accuracy, which is all I really need. Then I'll have 91 critical hit, so with that damage and that critical, I'm fairly proud. Of course, with that damage and that crit, I'm going to lack a little bit in my block. I'm not really going for block, though, but I mean, I do still have 12%. It's something. And then armor piercing 32, fairly good. Then I have 4 stun resist, because right here on my socket right there, I could get a 5%, but I'm fairly happy with a 4%. But anyways, then I have 27 incoming heal and 0% outgoing heal. It's not like I'm a life wizard, so it doesn't really matter on all that. Then I have the base pimp conversion for 125. I have 95 power pip bonus and 7 shadow pip bonus, more than the average, but that's only because of like the Cabal boots and everything. But other than that, guys, I hope that y'all have enjoyed this video. That was just a quick look at my storm stats, which I'm fairly proud of my storm stats. I mean, I think they're pretty good, and y'all in the comments tell me what you think about my stats. But that's probably going to be it for the video. Hope you've enjoyed. Please like, share, subscribe, and Elf Gaming is now out. Peace.